It's Motley Crue right here with the looks that... Oh, wait a minute. That's Venom with Welcome to Hell.
Welcome to Hell.
So who had that riff first? Was that Motley or was that Venom?
Venom, I'm sure.
Yeah. It sounds just like Looks That Kill, right?
You know, Venom invented everything.
Sure. Did I surprise you with that clip?
That was great. I love that. When I heard Jeremy at the beginning going, hey, I need to get some liners. I love Jeremy.
Let me play that again, and maybe you can kind of tell the story.
All right.
Let me play it one more time here.
Well, hold on. Before you play it, I'll tell the story first because it makes more sense.
Okay.
You and I forget what the guy's name was, but we had a guy in the chat room every week for years, and all he ever bitched about was Venom.
Yeah.
Venom. And somehow you and I got on some kick. I don't know what was said or what wasn't said, but we got on some kick, and we got the chat room involved in it, too, that everything was invented by Venom.
That's right, that Cronos invented everything.
Right. So when it came down to writing these questions, basically we got a chance to do an interview with Venom for my commercial show. And I couldn't do it, and Matt couldn't do it. So we asked Jeremy, who was our intern at the time, if he would do the interview. And Jeremy is the best soldier of all time. Jeremy, if it's on a piece of paper, he will say it. You know, he's just one of those guys.
He was like your stuttering John.
He really was. But so what I did was I wrote a bunch of questions and liners about how Cronos invented it. This is the best. I think ours was something like, this is the best show that Cronos invented, the classic metal show.
Right.
And then all the questions were, you know, since you invented metal, what do you think about this? And,
yeah, I think there was like a quote like on Blabbermouth or something that Cronos said something to the fact that he invented black metal or something like that.
Right, and we ran with it.
Sure.
But yeah, so this audio is the audio of Jeremy when he got in front of Cronos to cut the liners, and without even hesitating, he's right there with it.
Sure. All right. Well, this was an intern that worked for you and Matt on the metal show on WMMS.
Right.
All right, here it goes.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Ooh, mic check. Yeah. Oh. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like pull the microphone right up to you guys here, man. All right. How's it going, guys? All right. Cronos, before we get on with this, would you mind doing some liners here? Doing some liners, you know, like like a lot of times these radio stations in between songs, they got the yeah, got the IDs for the shows there. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes it sound like a bit of an egotist. I think that's pretty crap. And I did not invent this, whatever it is. What is it? Hi, this is Cronos, and you're listening to the Classic Metal Show. How's about that?
All right, and, I know, yeah, actually, there's another one, too.
Hi, this is Cronos from Venom, keeping the metal black on the Metal Show.
All right. Thank you, man.
Was Jeremy like a Southern guy or something?
No, he's from Florida. I guess that's Southern.
Well, that's Southern, yeah.
And I guess he grew up in Florida, but yeah, dude, it's so funny.
Mic check, mic check.
Jeremy sounds slow, but he's not.
Okay.
It's just the way he talks.
Sure.
And man, did we have fun with him.
Sure you did.
He was also the victim on the Get Gayer for Slayer.
Oh, yeah. I'm the one who cut those bumpers.
Yeah. Dude, that was so funny. And Slayer's management, not happy. What's his name? Salas?
Sure.
Steve Salas, Scott Salas, whatever his name is, the Slayer's manager. That fucking guy wanted to kill me.
Right.
Oh, man.
Why don't you tell that story real quick?
Well, we were doing, we got this really great prize offer for Slayer. Slayer was coming to town. And we got an offer to meet Slayer, and you get a autographed Dimebag Razorback guitar, and you got a listening party with Lamb of God for their album, which wasn't even out yet. I mean, it was this really awesome package, right? And they want us to do a contest. Well, I just refused to just do something, goofy. I wanted to do something really goofy. So I came up with the idea of Get Gayer for Slayer.
Okay.
And what that was we took phone calls. First we took phone calls, and we had the callers hit on Jeremy, trying to get Jeremy to go with them to Slayer.
Okay.
Almost like a date.
Sure.
So we took the calls, and we had all these people take these calls, and then we picked the 3 best, and then we made them come up and actually hit on Jeremy in the studio live. And whoever did it the best, or whoever Jeremy chose, was who got to go to Slayer and got the package.
Nice.
And I mean, all these guys, they showed up in drag. They all had makeup on. They're rubbing Jeremy's shoulders. Oh, God, it was fucking disgusting. It was really gay. And Slayer's management was furious at us.
And what was their beef?
That this was such a misrepresentation of their band, and how could we call ourselves a metal show when we were doing this kind of buffoonery, and we were acting like a morning zoo, and blah blah blah.
Gotta love it, right?
And I wouldn't budge. Matt was like, Matt was good with it. He was like, whatever, dude, because I was taking the heat, so he didn't care.
Sure.
But they were calling station management. Station management was bitching at me. It was a whole big fucking deal.
Right.
And I wouldn't budge. I was like, this is what we're doing. That's it.
Nice.
If they want to not do it, then we'll go on the air and tell them that they canceled because of our contest, that they screwed the fans. And I told that Salas guy that. And that was the same, I think that was the same show, too, where I did the Yibo TV interviews.
Right, exactly.
You remember those on TV, right?
Yeah.
No, you don't, because they never aired.
Yeah, well, wasn't it on? It never got online.
Maybe it did. I don't know.
I think it went online.
I don't know. I just know that they had me come out 4 hours early for these fucking interviews, and I wasn't even in them.
Right.
And they shot it in a way that they edited out all my questions.
Yeah, they basically just focused on the members of Slayer and not the interviewer.
Right. It was so stupid.
Now, what was that thing you did for Megadeth?
For Megadeth?
Yeah, you had me do something about crying. I have the bumpers.
I'd have to hear it because I don't remember.
Because I'm looking for it here. I know I still have them. I'm just trying to find them.
Right.
But you guys did something for. I think it was Dear Dave.
Dear Dave.
All right, it's the Metal Show on Extreme Radio, The Warlock, and Chris Aiken with you.
Two thumbs up for that one, damn it. 2 thumbs up.
I have a couple thoughts when I'm listening to that. Here's the first thought. Number one, I feel like I should be calling and reporting a crime.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Number two, I get the feeling that I'm listening to an audio recording of a really effed up toilet.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
All right, so this is your commercial show.
Yeah.
Does this ring a bell at all?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. Well, so this is something that is kind of a flashback for you.
Yeah, I don't remember this.
All right. This was something called Dear Dave.
Okay.
This was something you guys goofed on Dave Mustaine.
All right. I don't remember
and
this.
you involved me.
Okay.
All right. So here we go.
All I know is I dare Michael Powell to find us on that one.
Yeah. Good luck on that one.
Yeah, good luck.
I'd like to share the word that I picked out of that whole song. Okay. I picked out dissonance.
There you go.
That was the word that I got from that whole thing. That was reduced to paste by Cattle Decapitation.
Yeah, that's new Cattle Decap, by the way.
On Metal Blade Records. What's the name of that CD, by the way, Mr. Chris Aiken?
That would be Humanor.
Of course.
Humanor.
Humanor. Love me some cattle decap.
Sure. Well, what I found funny about the metal show is that even though you guys were always playing the more extreme stuff that, certainly wouldn't fly during the week.
Yeah.
And the metal show aired on late Sunday night. That even you sort of made fun of the names and the premise behind some of the music that you played.
Of course, because it's all ridiculous.
It is. It's human ore. Cattle decapitation, human ore.
It's all ridiculous. And, it's why not make fun of it?
Sure. Cattle, manure, it's just like, okay.
We always did, though, and that's why the show was popular, same as this show.
Sure.
If you really, it's kind of the same thing, really, as, we talk about real shit.
Right.
We don't have to go on there and go, oh, man, that was the best, the brand new death metal from Cattle Decapitation. God damn, are they heavy?
Right.
No one wants to hear that bullshit.
And I when I listen back to this archive stuff, I can see how Matt would set you up much like I do now.
Oh, absolutely.
Human ore.
You both knew to just throw the volleyball up and let me spike that motherfucker.
Right. So here we go.
It is. Of course it is. Human ore. Come on, these guys are the modern day Cannibal Corpse.
Why did I even have to ask on that one?
Yeah. You should see the album art. Just, ugh. Just yuck.
We did some stuff from Dead Even, Ion before, but after the fact. Those guys, actually, we are going to be recording some local Unleashed stuff with those guys over at Lava Room recording tomorrow night.
Nice.
Those guys are going to be laying down some tracks along with Soulless and Nail Down.
Hey, I'll be sure not to be there.
Right.
So none of this sounds familiar to you?
No, I'm totally lost on this.
Really?
I like that I was totally a dick, though, about the local bands. Yeah, I won't be there.
Yeah. And, of course, the Lava Room recording studios is our good friend Billy Morris.
It was. Now it's our good friend Mike Brown. But
okay. Billy sure just changes up things a lot, doesn't he?
All the time.
Always selling out, buying up, selling out.
That's his career, man.
Okay.
So that'll be cool. So we played some stuff from their brand new CD, which you can check out at deadevenmusic.com.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And kind of one that I haven't pulled out in a really long time, pulled out some Dog Fashion Disco.
Yes. Much to the love of every Mushroom Head fan in town.
Yeah, right?
There it is.
And
of course, Mushroom Head hailing from Cleveland.
Yep.
The Slipknot knockoffs.
Yeah. And they hated my guts.
Sure they did.
Oh, boy. That was a very long and ugly battle.
Right. Ooh. We're from Iowa. We wear masks. We're from Cleveland. We wear masks.
Yeah.
We sound the same as the guys from Iowa. We look the same, too.
They look the same. I don't know if they sound the same, but
it was in that vein.
Yeah.
Toilet rock.
I like both.
Then starting things off, actually going even further back, we had some live Drop-In Plates by Disturbed. That is from the tour edition of Believe, which you can find on Import, a little 2 CD thing that adds a second CD of live tracks.
Cool.
What is with that whole Drop-In Plates? What does that mean? Dropping plates on your ass, biatch.
I don't know. I guess because, when couples fight, they throw plates.
Is that what it is? Dropping plates?
I'm assuming that.
Okay.
It's on your ass, bitch.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I like that song.
Dropping plates on your ass, biatch.
That's like new ministry.
Do what?
You don't like Disturbed at all, do you?
Nah, it's okay, but I just don't get the whole culture behind that.
Yeah, well, trying to be hard asses.
They're from Chicago.
Yeah.
All right, I drilled a hole in my lip, and I got like a spiky thing out of my on the bottom of my lip, and I shaved my head.
He's a cool guy.
I know he's a nice enough. David Draymond's nice enough guy, but I just don't. It just doesn't resonate with me. I don't get it.
Yeah, see, I don't care what they look like, and I've met Draymond a dozen times, and he's always been unbelievably cool. He was cool to me last year at Rock on the Range.
Sure,
he was very cool. So I like that guy a lot.
I don't have a problem with the individuals. I just don't resonate with what they represent in their imagery.
Right. Well, that was the 2000s and late 90s.
Sure.
Everybody was pierced. Everybody was tatted. Everybody's fucking life was shit.
Yeah.
That was the music.
Sure it was.
A tune called World, and if I remember correctly, all the tunes on that CD start with a W, except for one.
Except for the one called No W.
Yeah, right. So those guys, as usual, up to something. What's the name of that one? You recall that offhand?
The Ministry album?
Houses of the
Houses
Mole,
of the
right?
Mole.
That's right. And let's see, new stuff from Unearth.
Because Mole really pumps my nads.
Right.
That's a quote from The Breakfast Club. It's Moliere.
Is that what it is?
It's Moliere. That's the
Mole.
Yeah, I know, but that's the quote from The Breakfast Club.
Oh.
Where John Bender is sitting there in the library ripping that book apart, and he goes, "That's really intelligent." He goes, "I know it's wrong to destroy literature when it's so fun to read." And Mole really pumps my nads.
Right.
And
okay.
That Molly Ringwald, she says it's Moliere. Remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
Failure. And then starting things off, we had a new tune from The System Has Failed, the new Megadeth CD, which comes out September 14th, which is just actually leaked out on the internet as of yesterday. A tune called Back in the Day.
People seem to be digging it so far.
Yeah, I would say.
All right, System Has Failed. Thoughts, Mr. Aiken? Now looking back?
System Has Failed. Pretty good. Not bad. 80 out of 100 if I had to review it today.
Okay.
Not horrible. That's the one with, kick the chair and stuff, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that was okay. It was a monumental step up after fucking The World Needs a Hero.
Right.
Yeah, I don't hate that record.
Okay.
That was kind of the thing we went over with, Mustaine. His reaction was just, he was like, hey, it's good to see it's getting a good reaction.
Yeah, well, it is here. We like it.
But so as we were thinking about kind of looking at some of these various, people on the Megadeth forum and the various stuff they post.
Yes.
We had to solicit some kind of help with an audio setup.
Yeah, we did.
And we had several candidates. One of the more interesting ones that I found was, I guess that's your son Zach that submitted something here.
Yeah, he decided he wanted to be on the show, so we hooked him up.
I guess this would be kind of like the Pitbull apprentice. Would that be the best way to describe Zach?
Well, yeah, I would definitely say he's a little me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it would almost be, if we could ever pull it off, which this will never happen, it'd almost be entertaining to have him come down and do the show with us. Because until people have met, one of your kids, they just don't know how scary it is.
Yeah, no doubt on that.
I mean,
all right, your son's just turned 21?
Yeah.
At what age were they at this point?
Well, we're on 92, so that would have been 2000, somewhere between two. Well, System Has Failed?
Yeah.
What year is that?
Was that 05, 04?
Let me see. Megadeth Wiki. And according to the all-knowledgeable Wikipedia, The System Has Failed was 2004.
Okay, I was right.
So 10 years ago.
10 years ago, so they were 11.
Yeah.
11.
Why do you think it is that Matt thought that it would never be able to happen that my kid could come to the show?
I don't know the answer.
If you had to guess.
Because your wife?
See, now I'm not going to comment. I'm not allowed to talk about
I'm
that.
throwing that out there as a personal observation.
I mean, I personally am not allowed to make any kind of a statement about that time in my life.
Sure.
On the air, but I'm just curious what your guess was.
That was my guess.
Okay. It's an interesting guess.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, that was my observation.
What was the first word you said? Not wrong.
Right. All right, here we go.
This is just, it's like little miniature
me.
Pitbull.
Yeah, they say that I influence the kids. I don't think so. I think it might be the other way around.
Yeah.
They're
good students, all right. Yeah, and it's going both ways.
Yeah, exactly.
So he offered us up this little intro here.
The Metal Show somberly brings you, Dear Dave, a weekly look at the sad, sad state of affairs on the Megadeth message forums. Grab a hanky and wipe away your tears and prepare for a sadness as we share the Megadeth forums with you.
Now, see, that was
That's fucking hysterical. I don't remember this, but I must have this. Send it to me immediately.
No. You're never going to get this.
I have to have this.
No. I'm keeping it all to myself.
That is so fucking funny.
It is. All right, here we go.
It's pretty cool because, I mean, for being recorded on the My First Sony tape recorder,
Yeah.
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
But we weren't done then. Then we had Neeley check in. Our good friend Neeley from the Classic Metal Show.
Yeah.
TheClassicMetalShow.com.
And he was sad.
He was very sad. He offered up this.
The Metal Show somberly brings you Dear Dave, a weekly look at the sad state of affairs on the Megadeth message forums. Grab a hanky, wipe away your tears, and prepare for sadness as we share the Megadeth forums with you.
And that right there, the hanky, the blowing of the hanky makes that particular one work right there.
I like that.
Thanks to Neeley.
I don't know what we were doing, but that's pretty funny.
There was some kind of crying or bitching on the Megadeth forums or something. You guys were trying to make fun of that.
We were goofing on the fucking Megadeth message forum. It's hilarious.
You love the fact that I keep this shit, right?
I can't believe I don't even remember this. I have no memory of this at all.
All right. We got about 30 more seconds of this.
Okay.
For that one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Some more of that just a little bit later. Right now, let's give away some tickets to see Drowning Pool, special guest Flaw, Dropbox, and Atom Ship.
Yeah!
Every time I see Atom Ship, I just think about how miserable they were live when I saw them open up for Seven Dust in Detroit. So, yeah, come late.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Drowning Pool coming in Wednesday, July 21st over at the Odeon Concert Club. We will give away tickets to callers 5 and 6. We will hook you up to go see Drowning Pool over at the Odeon Concert Club from Extreme Radio and The Metal Show.
All right, there you go.
That's fucking great.
You like that?
I love that. Boy, that's everything the Metal Show was. Hating on the shows that we had to promote anyway. That's great. You know, the only that last bit there, that's something the station hooked up that we had to do a giveaway for.
Sure.
And Matt, and surprised it's not me, but it's me yelling about how, you know, fake enthusiasm.
Right.
Followed by Matt saying, I just remember how bad this band was when I saw him in Detroit.
Right. Well, uncontrolled noise in the chat room. Yes, that was Matt doing the quote unquote narration, as you put it.
Yep.
So Matt was the quote unquote the host, and Chris was the color commentator.
Right.
So that's how it works.
Yeah.
Chris does not like to be the lead.
I hate being lead. I do not like leading at all. And that's what makes it very tough when you're not, like, when you are out. You know, when you're out, it makes it very tough for me to do the show.
Sure it is.
I don't like to lead.
I don't enjoy doing the show without you either.
Yeah, I know. That's why you didn't, right?
Pretty much.
That's why you played songs for 2 years.
So you want a copy of that, do you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Fucking right.
So that was my read of the Dear Dave.
I want that for your read, which is hysterical, and I want it so I can play it for my son Zach tomorrow.
So I thought I'd bring that up since we were talking about metal show history.
That is funny.
Mm-hmm.